Hi, welcome back to the kitchen. I'm Jonathan Bennett, and today we're making some Adams Reserve and beer fondue. This is going to be painful for some of you, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some beer up to a boil. 12 ounces of lager, nice hot pan. We're going to mix our cheddar up with a little bit of flour, and the flour is going to bind it together just a touch. But you know, one of the benefits of Adams Reserve cheddar is the fact that it's naturally aged, and a lot of the other cheddars don't melt as well. They clump up some. This is the process that it goes through over its months and months is just it's old school, and old school just still works. So when that comes up to a boil, we're going to whisk this in. All right, beer's coming up to a simmer. The cheddar tossed with a little bit of flour. We're going to start whisking that right in. When it heats up, the cheddar's going to melt and the flour is going to start to thicken it up a touch. Today we're actually going to put it into just a dish that I have for baking, and we're just going to keep it warm on the back of the stove. So fondue pot, back of the stove, anywhere that works for your little dinner party. As you can see, the hotter it gets, the thicker it gets. Look at how nice and fluid that is. That's one thing I absolutely love about Adams Reserve. As soon as we start to see some bubbles coming up, flour's cooked, the cheese will be melted, and we'll finish seasoning it. Got just a little bit of Dijon mustard, got a little hot sauce, and a touch of salt. And unfortunately, the Dijon is harder to get out with the tip of the spoon sometimes. So we'll just put a touch of that in there. Splash of hot sauce. You know, classically, fondue's made with white wine and a little bit of brandy of some sort. But this certainly makes me just feel a touch more American. Pinch of salt. Stir it up. And then I've got this is like a little Charlotte mold. So most of the time my dinner parties eat fast, so I don't need to pull out the fondue pot. Mix this up, pour it in. Just look how fluid that is. You could serve this with chips, you could serve it with even some vegetables. I just love a good piece of crusty bread. And there it is. The recipe is on the website. Check us out, adamsreserve.com.